All right, so let's take a look at Grandma's Boy from 2006, the year I graduated from high school. This was a movie that was big. Like, even people in my high school were talking about this movie, so I finally watched it. Like, I think uh, saw it on, like, HBO or something. One of those late night watches, I think. But, yeah, this one, I bought the DVD. I think I remember buying this from Target, actually, when they had it. It's weird that they give you the choice between the unrated and the rated R version to watch. Who's going to pick the rated R version? Of course, you're going to pick the R rated version. So, Grandma's Boy tells the story of Alex, a guy who gets kicked out of his apartment because his roommate, played by that guy who's in a lot of Adam Sandler movies, kind of talks like this, but you don't know his name, spends all their rent money on Filipino hookers. So he moves in, he ends up moving in with his grandma, and Alex is actually a video game tester. And he has to test video game levels for this company, and they bring in this new manager, I think she is, her name is Samantha. She is played by, I forgot her name, Linda Cardellini. It's not a name. And she becomes, like, the love interest. By the way, Alex's grandma is played by Doris Roberts from Everybody Loves Raymond. And we also have Shirley Jones, who plays Bea, and Shirley Knight plays Bea, and Shirley Jones from the Partridge Family plays the other roommate, who gets it on with Nick Swartzen. So, this is a big one for Alan Covert. I think this is Alan Covert's. Like, he's been in a lot of Adam Sandler films. I think this is his first leading role, and he does a great job. I think he's fantastic in the role of Alex for being his first role. But you have other Adam Sandler, regulars. Rob Schneider is Yuri, his first landlord. Alex, you forgot smoking lamp. It's a bong. Yeah, the guy who's in every Adam Sandler movie, which I don't know. Yeah, he talks like this. You don't know his name. He's in there. Peter Dante plays Dante, who is his pot dealer and friend. He answers the door naked. What do you know? I am naked. Come on in, Ken. He's hanging up his Christmas tree in July. Funny. And they get a monkey and a tiger. You have Nick Swartzen, who would go on to be a staple of Adam Sandler's movies after this. And does a pretty good job as a side character in this. He has one of the most quotable lines in this film. Shit's weak! Shit's weak! Funny. Jonah Hill, who, I think it's like his first movie. This came out the same year as Accepted, so one of those two is his first movie. And he's okay in this. Not as good as Accepted, but he's good in this. He gets to suck on a titty for a while, so, lucky for him. I wish I was the fat guy sucking on titties for the movie. Kevin Nealon plays Mr. Cheezel, the boss, who is out this weird dude. There's all, like, chakras and stuff like that. You're like, what's wrong with this guy? And in the end, you find out he actually does smoke weed, so that makes a lot of sense. We have a cameo from Kevin Nash at the beginning of this as one of the movers who come in, hired by Yuri to move their stuff out, which, I don't know. And, yeah. And let's not forget Joel David Moore as JP, the half robot guy. He's another programmer. Alex is a tester, but he's learning to make his own game. And it's sort of like a Predator-esque shoot 'em up type game. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a pretty. I play that game. I'm not a big first shooter shoot 'em up game kind of guy. I played Deadpool, which has some shoot 'em up aspects, but I'm not. I don't know. I have Resident Evil 2 Remake downloaded on my Xbox. I literally downloaded it months ago and have not played it yet. Although I want to, I just haven't. I don't know why. Eventually I will. And JP's got his own game that he's come out with. This is one of their testing, I think. And this, Alex's game, becomes the focal point. See, JP has a thing for Samantha, but of course, she's going for our main character, Alex, our main boy, Alex. And, so that causes him to get jealous. He finds out about this game, and he comes into Alex's grandma's house thing, and Alex shows him, but he steals the game for himself and shows it to Mr. Cheezel. Alex claims that, Alex ends up quitting, but then Grandma comes along and points out that she can prove that's Alex's game because she's been playing it the whole time. And that's the whole thing. She goes against JP, she wins, which I feel like just her being a witness to that being Alex's game should be enough, although they do claim, oh, that's his grandma, of course she's going to stick up for him. But that's a witness. Relative or not, that's a witness that has shown you, that is telling you that's Alex's game. That should be enough. But of course, it's a movie. We got to have a big thing at the end with Alex, winning the thing. Where Alex's grandma, I should say. The comedy in this film, there's some good stuff. I do like how he's hiding under the desk when his grandma's there with a stuffed thing around his face. I forgot what the stuffed thing was, but it was kind of cool. I like that. There's a whole section where he's staying with Nick Swartzen, who still lives with his parents, and he decides to jerk off in the bathroom, and Nick Swartzen's mom walks in on him because he's got this little Barbie doll thing he's jerking off to, I guess. I don't know, that's always hit flat for me. I'm like, why would you you're not the only one in the house. You gotta make sure there's no one else in the house before you start ripping one out, dude. I'm just saying. Also, that roommate from the beginning of the film never shows up again. You think they'd still be friends. I know they lost their apartment, but they said at the end, he says, oh, we're cool. But we never see him again. He just die in the land of hookers or something, because he said he could stay at the Filipino hooker palace or something. You never see him again. It focuses on the other characters. There's an African American guy, a Nigerian guy that was in this film. I forgot his name, but he's the one that brings the monkey and the tiger and stuff. It's kind of cool. The monkey. There's one point that they have to get to the place because his grandma's in trouble or something. And they're both too baked to drive. So, of course, we have the monkey drive. Yeah, drive, monkey, drive. Oh, that's hilarious. Everything with JP is fantastic. He's dressed in this black coat, so he tries to, and there's the walls are black, so he thinks he can hide by just covering himself up next to the wall, and it's we could see you, Samantha, please sit on my face. Okay, that's just wrong. It's funny. I used to quote JP all the time. I am JP. The whole comedy with Nick Swartzen and Shirley Jones, when you grow up watching her as this host... Matt, stop calling me! I am doing a review! I will answer when I'm done, man! Jesus. What was that about? Oh, the relationship they do between Nick Swartzen and Shirley Jones in this. It's a sexual relationship. We don't see the sex scenes, but it's just weird when you grew up with Shirley Jones on The Partridge Family as I did. I didn't watch it all the time or religiously or anything. I watched it once in a while. I like the song. Come on, get happy. But you see her in that kind of position, it's okay. It's like watching Dickie Roberts and all those former child stars, and they say you can go fuck yourself or whatever. I don't know if I'll get to that one this month, but that was funny. There's That just, it's like this, okay? You watch Full House, and then you decide to watch Bob Saget's stand-up. That's a big disconnect. You get, oh, I'm gonna clean the house and stuff, and then clean the house. No, Michelle, it's okay. And you go to the stand-up, and you go from, oh, Michelle, I'm gonna clean the house, to go fuck your mother. That's a big disconnect. It's kind of like that with this. Yeah, I actually really like this movie. I think it's enjoyable. It's a Happy Madison production. There are some Happy Madison productions that, there's some movies Happy Madison puts out that are good. This is one of them. I think this and Dickie Roberts are two of the better ones. And I think some of the lower tier would be like Bucky, whatever, Born to Be a Star. Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star. That one's kind of meh. And like The Animal, which I don't know if that is actually at Madison, but nah, I don't know. I'm gonna put the hot chick in there because this is pretty good. I'm gonna give this 8 out of 10. I think it's enjoyable. For Alan Covert's first leading role, I think he does pretty good. Linda Cardellini is great. Doris Roberts, fantastic in this role as the grandma. You could really buy her as a loving grandmother. She really cares for her grandson there. Yeah, it's 8 out of 10 for me. So what are your thoughts on Grandma's Boy? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, who was also a Grandma's Boy. I'll see you in the next one.